Okay, if you can hear me over that other talking, we're looking at Bob the Messenger, which was a 1980s toy, and it wasn't working, so I opened it up, and I thought before I closed it up, I'd let you take a look. What you're looking at there is an endless loop. Okay, let's shut it down. I don't want to have to keep trying to yell over that. So what you're looking at there is an endless loop tape recorder and playback unit. The tape is 20 seconds long. It's basically wound around this hub many times, comes out, comes across that head. That's the record head. Here's the playback head. And here is a capstan and pinch tire that pull the tape around to make it all work. And that's what was inside this. Let's try to stabilize things here. Hang on. You can do it. I know you can. That's what was inside of this toy. Also comes with a tray and an instruction manual. Got to get the screen where I can see it for operation and putting the batteries in and all that good kind of stuff. Somewhere on here I did see a date. It was made by Playtime. Here was a bunch of the other Playtime robots. 1986. I think they were making this in the response to the Tomy TalkBot, which is a more advanced version of this, and I'll do a video on that as well. But anyway, getting back to this guy, I was setting it up and the tape deck was sort of working, not sort of working. What it comes down to is that endless loop where the tape wraps around itself, sort of like an old 8-track cartridge. Hadn't moved in so many years, the tape couldn't be pulled through by the capstan. So I had to get in with my finger and help it a little and apply a little extra capstan pressure, get things moving. Then after a while it started working again. As far as the functions of this robot, once we get it all screwed back together, it's basically when you turn it on, you've got a remote control right here, which has a 9-volt battery in it. And normally the robot would be sitting still. So every time you push the button, it'll alternate what it does. In other words, if I push it once, it may go forward. If I push it again, then it'll go in reverse. And when it goes in reverse, it'll turn due to the nature of these wheels in the front. But I have no idea. You're not going to be able to see much as I'm trying to put this together because my body is going to be blocking all visible paths, I'm sure. But what the hey, right? Let's see what we can do. Because there's a lot of screws. I had to take it completely apart. And I'm sure trying to get the arms locked back in place and get the two halves back together could be a chore that normally works better when I'm sitting down or on a bench and holding the whole thing against my chest, you know. Let's just see what we can do here. Get that in place, get that in place, get the head in place. This side over here hasn't come together all the way yet for some reason. It's getting closer though. Then there's a boatload of screws. We'll just try a... Oh, there used to be a boatload of screws. We can get a couple in there to hold it together. I won't make you sit through the arduous task of putting them all back in. Figure if we can just get a couple of these going. Come back here. Ooh, hang on there, buddy. 100% sure what I'm fighting. It has to be the arm placement. There were notches in those arms. The head seems to be in place. Definitely not fighting wires. Alright, I'm clearly not going to be able to do this standing here. Be right back.